IVC, Dale Gatefold 33, back with another video. This is going to be I say a short video, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, so this is just some stuff I found at car boot sale yesterday. So yeah, story, just do the story. So went to two car boot sales yesterday actually, and I was pretty much done. The second one had a few things, nothing earth-shattering, and I was walking. So yeah, so I probably had another half an hour there, a few more rows of cars to go, and I was walking down a row, and somebody who I know collects records, older guy, was coming the other way, and he was talking to somebody he was with, and I overheard him literally by chance as we passed. He was saying to this guy, "Oh yeah, I wanted that record. She has nice stuff, but £50 for a record. I'm not paying £50 for a record." And my ears pricked up, and I thought, that's interesting. So I kind of headed where they were coming from to seek out this £50 record. Either way, it could have been something really good that maybe I was prepared to pay £50 for, or it could be just an amusing someone trying to get £50 for a Val Doonican record or something. So anyway, got a few cars down. There was some boxes on the floor, and a family, a woman, a son, and a mother, I think, were there. So I started to look. All the records had labels on them, or certainly in the first few boxes. They were £5, £10, and it was it was 80s through to 90s, sort of late 70s through the 80s into early 90s stuff. And then, so I kind of started to look through, and then this record that I'm going to start with caught my eye in a box at the back. So I kind of shifted to that box. And all of these records didn't have prices on, but on the back of them, they had POA, price on application. So I went through this box of about, 30 or 40 records, picked out a small stack. And so I went to the woman, "How much are these?" And I showed her the first record, and then she got a sheet out and paper and went, "Oh, yeah, that's 60. I went, "Oh, okay." And this one, "Oh, yeah, that's 30. And this one, "Oh, yeah, that's 80. I thought, "Oh, this is not going to go well, is it?" I'd looked at the records. The covers need a bit of a wipe, but and a few of them have got a tiny bit of age spotting, so I don't know how they've been stored. But the vinyl looked really, really clean. No spindle marks. Looked really, really, really clean vinyl. So I threw a number out. I said, "Well, for this stack, how about this number?" Which is quite a lowball number. And she came back with a counter offer that was pretty reasonable, to be honest. So nothing like if we'd added these up individually, nothing like. And the prices she was quoting, I later worked out as I was putting these into Discogs myself, were the Discogs median. So obviously her and her son or whatever had been on Discogs, come up with a median price, and that's what she was quoting. But I thought, well, you're in the middle of a field in Hampshire at a car boot sale. You're not getting Discogs median. I've got up at 6 o'clock in the morning to get a bargain here, so I'm not paying Discogs median. If you want to get Discogs median, get yourself on Discogs, was my kind of thought, or it was almost my thought process. I appreciate she was trying to get rid of her records. So anyway, I got these for a good price. They worked out about £12 a record, which, £12 a record from a car boot sale, you think that's pretty steep, pretty high. But when I show you what I've got for £12, I'm very happy. I've cleaned these records yesterday when I got home. I've cleaned the records. I haven't played them yet. I've kind of test played a couple, but they look like they're good. And interestingly, I was commenting on my last video. I'm very lazy. I kind of save up my comments, and I think and I've just watched a couple of other videos, the general consensus is that good quality used records these days, they just seem to be just on the increase. So pick up these titles for £12 each. I'm really happy. I hope some of these are upgrades for records I've already got, and these may be upgrades, and some of them I haven't already got, and they're brand new. So I'll start with the record that was at the front of the box that attracted my attention, and then we'll just work through. And the first two that are EPs, and then there are 10 albums. So £12 each. So the first one is EP. So this is Slowdive and Holding Our Breath. And I should say all of these are first UK pressings, or where there wasn't a UK pressing, you know, they're the European pressings with the different matrix, different idents for kind of like UK, France, Germany on the back. So they're either first UK or first European pressings. The woman bought them, you know, as they came out, and added them to her collection. So yeah, so Slowdive, EP, on Creation Records. So that was the first one, and then the second one was Slowdive, Morning Rise. Now there was a third EP that Slowdive put out at the beginning, which I've already got from, it was it came out on Record Store Day on Music on Vinyl. I happened to buy that, so I'm now quite happy. I've got 3 Slowdive EPs, two originals, and then this, let's say, a Record Store Day reissue. Yeah, so looking forward to spinning these. So they're a couple that I don't have. This next album I also don't have, and I'm not sure why I bought it actually, because I have had a record by this band before and didn't really get on with it, but it looked nice, and I thought I'd give it a try. So this is Faith No More. It's got the original HMV £6.99 label on it. So this is a UK original, Faith No More, The Real Thing. Yeah, so I think I'm realizing that I'm not, you know, I'm massively much more into British music, and American artists really need to work hard. So I'm very selective with my US artists. They don't speak to me as much as UK bands do. I don't know the sound, the subject matter, whatever it might be. But I'll give that a go. It's a well thought of album. This next one also might be an upgrade. This is Sisters of Mercy. Apologies for the reflection. These are shiny record covers. Sisters of Mercy, Floodland. So I do have a copy of this. My copy from memory isn't bad, but they say this might be an upgrade. But what I don't have is the next album, Sisters of Mercy, Vision Thing. Again, this has got the $8.49 R-Price sticker on it. I didn't pay much more than that. So yeah, so looking forward to giving this a spin. I think it's a big change in sound from Floodland. I do like Floodland. That's the only album I've got by Sisters of Mercy. So yeah, I'm not expecting it to be the same, but yeah, it'd be interesting to give it a listen. Next up is again, first UK press with the stickers on the back and the what do you call it, spot varnished cover of green. I've got this on CD, never had it on vinyl. REM is a band that I've gone up and down on, and I'm on an up at the moment, particularly their earlier stuff. So yeah, this album I got on CD a year or two ago and sort of ripped it and played it and really enjoyed it. So yeah, looking forward to spinning that on vinyl. This one this one actually was in from the £10 bin. It wasn't from the price on application bin, but I've got this on CD as well. I haven't got it on vinyl, never had it on vinyl. So this is B-52's Cosmic Thing, not a super expensive record, but again, these were all in fantastic condition. So yeah, so to pick this up, I was happy to add that to the collection. Cure, so Cure, Japanese Whispers, Yeah, this was something I've had before, got rid of, and it's a gap in my Cure collection. And again, Cure is an artist. I've always loved the Cure, but I'm kind of really enjoying them recently. So although this is a comp, I thought I'd add it to the collection as it was there and in great condition. And then these last four are some pretty heavy hitters. The ones so far have been good, but these next four are pretty heavy hitters, and I was really like to see these in such good condition in a box in a field in Hampshire. So first up is a really nice crisp copy of Cure Disintegration. Yeah, so I'm buying this again. It's a gap in the Cure collection. I have had a copy of this before. It was quite a crackly one and I got rid of it. And I think I've said in a previous video, I've got two different CD copies of this, the 3 CD set and a single CD. This I think is better on CD. This album is an abridged version. I know that. And it's even then it's an hour, 30 minutes on each side, and by cramming 30 minutes on each side, the audio quality is not always great. And so, I think this is probably best on an original 1989 CD before it got remastered and compressed. That's probably the best listening experience for this. I know that, and I've got that, but I wanted to have it anyway. I wasn't going to leave it behind. And averaging out at £12 for a minty copy of Disintegration, even if I don't play it very often, it's a great thing to have in the collection. I mentioned US bands or ones I struggle with. This is another band. I bought this CD very early, or not long, probably in the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, when I got, early 90s, I bought this on CD. And I've never really got into this band. Some of the songs I really like. As an album listening experience, never quite got it, but I've got it on vinyl now, so I thought I would give it a try. So this is Doolittle by the Pixies. So again, some of the records, the only things, sorry, there's some Goo on there that's got to dry out yet. So yeah. On the back of all of these, they had price on application on very sticky labels. So I thought, oh, blimey, you've just stuck these labels on the back of all these really expensive records. So I've had to get them off with Goo Gone to avoid creating a label rip on the back of these records. But I managed to get them all off successfully. That was good. But they were particularly tacky. So back to the records now. Pixies Doolittle. Maybe if I experience it on vinyl, I'll get it more. As I said, I've had it on CD for 30 years, but not a CD that I reach for to play. But hopefully this time it will click. And these next two are probably upgrades, but again, couldn't leave them behind. So this one, Sundays. Reading, Writing, Arithmetic. Again, this has got a little bit of, I think it was mainly the covers that were untreated, maybe have a little bit of slight foxing on the cover, but I've got a copy of this already. Mine's got some water damage on the bottom, nothing too excessive, and it's a VG Plus. So I'm hoping that this is at least an upgrade in terms of the vinyl. So this has got a little bit of age spotting and a corner ding to it. But again, not going to leave this behind. And then finally is this original UK Depeche Mode Violator. Again, I've got a copy of this. My cover is pretty beat. It's got crease marks all round it. So I've got a copy of this. The cover's pretty beat. It plays VG Plus with a little bit of surface noise. So I'm hoping that this plays better, and this cover is definitely better than mine. So So there you go, 12 records that I ended up getting for about £12 each, that I was amazed to find. Stupidly, I didn't give her my details. I could have said, you know, wherever you've got left behind, or I didn't even ask her if she'd brought everything with her. I was so kind of shocked at finding those records that I kind of lost all of my kind of approach with boot sale finding. Yes, so didn't get her details, didn't give her my details, didn't ask anything about anything else she had. Just kind of like, oh, I want these records. How can I get them? Emptied my wallet. Yeah, so I couldn't go much higher than she asked, because pretty much emptied my wallet at that point. Okay, VC, I'll stop rambling there. Cheers, bye.